guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. Tonight, I'm going to talk about a couple of stories I got. And the first one is, obviously, as you saw, is the thumbnail. Jana Hawking, dating guru, Jana Hawking. I keep wanting to say Jana, but I guess it's Jana, according to those of you in Australia. Jana Hawking admits to breaking and entering. Now, here's why I keep picking on Jana. This is she's got a podcast about dating. She's been in many articles, various trash rags from Australia about dating. She's been on Australian TV for dating. This is the guru that young women should look up to as the dating person they should listen to. And she is a horrible person. She's horrible at dating. Let me just say that. Let me correct that. I don't know if she's a horrible person or not. She might be very nice. She might be very sweet. However, she's horrible at dating. So when someone comes out and they say, hey, listen to my advice about dating, but also I'm horrible at dating, that's like listening to an investor that is down 60% on their returns for their investments, but they come to you and say, hey, I know what I'm talking about. You better listen to me. So yeah, I'm going to keep calling her out on this, and I'm going to keep making fun of it. And this was an article I came across that is, it is an older article, but the reason why I want to talk about it is because of this. Look, if you do something stupid or something that you regret, we've talked about this, guys. If you go on a date with a woman and she regrets dating you, she says bad things about you. A lot of them do. If she sleeps with you and she regrets it, well, that's you taking advantage of her. It's not her making a bad decision in the moment. It's easier for her to put the blame on you rather than taking the blame on her own bad actions. Well, Jana has done exactly that. She's done exactly that. This is from just about 2 years, from 2019, just about 3 years ago now. But the dating expert here says, I broke in my ex's house to delete spicy photos off his phone. Number one, if she's that worried about this guy in particular, don't date him. Don't send him spicy photos. Number two, if you're unsure about him, don't send spicy photos. Number three, if you're afraid of any spicy photos out there about you, don't send spicy photos. Do you see how all of this boils back down to her bad decision, her bad idea? So she decides to break into her ex's house. Now, you can say, oh, she's just making this up, man. It's just a story. She's just writing this. This is the New York Post, okay? This is a big newspaper here in the United States. It was on several other places that were written. So even if she's telling a tall tale, she's saying this to people as a dating expert and making it sound like it's okay. So no surprise when young women or people that are out there dating today do stupid things because they listen to stupid people. Jana Hawking says, true story. Okay, then I'm going to believe her. A few years ago, I broke up with a guy who didn't take it very well. I was well aware he had a bob shot, let me zoom this up so you can see it, a chesticle shot of me on his phone. Yes, shameless, I know, and the thought he might revenge share it was very real. Then why did you share it? It's article after article after article. If you're going to send a shot, you don't put your face in it. I mean, this is internet dating 101. Even I know that. So when you do come across these photos of a guy with a very long member and there's no face in it, all of them are me. I'm just putting that out there. I'm not afraid to admit the truth. She says, so I did something I never thought I would do. I arrived at his house super late at night when I knew he would be asleep, snuck in through his window while he was snoring up a storm, grabbed his phone, scrolled through his photos, found the offending shot, and deleted it before commando rolling the heck out of there. Okay. Now, you can say maybe it's not breaking and entering if she doesn't have to unlock or break anything to get in. It's certainly trespassing. It's certainly breaking the law. And who is this long-term loving boyfriend that she had this relationship. Well, he wasn't long-term. He wasn't loving, obviously. She says, I thank God that fingerprint identification hadn't been invented yet. Now, one of the reasons why you might say, I don't know if I believe this or not, most people password protect their phones now, but maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't. Or like on my Android, if it's on my Wi-Fi, it stays unlocked. You can set that up in Android to trust a certain Wi-Fi signal, to trust a set of device. So like these headphones that I have on are actually Bluetooth, and if I turn them on while they're connected to my phone stays unlocked. Same thing with my motorcycle helmet. So while I have my phone locked on the dash, as long as my Bluetooth connected to my helmet, it stays unlocked. And that's a convenience thing. But if it goes out of range of my Bluetooth or my wireless Wi-Fi, it locks again. So that is a thing. So there is the possibility it was unlocked without a password. I don't know what kind of phone he had. She says, it got me thinking, though. Are these the lengths women now have to go through in order to protect themselves online?
Oh, wait, you serious?
I got to put another one back to back with that one.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
She's blaming it on men. Listen to what she just blamed it on dudes. It got me thinking, though, are these the lengths we women have to go through in order to protect ourselves, ladies? We got to protect ourselves against these men that might share a photo that I gave him. Hey, here's a great idea. Maybe don't share the photo in the first place if you don't trust the guy. Maybe don't sleep with that guy if you don't trust him enough with your photo or your body. She's shaming the dude because she thinks it might be possible for him to share the photo. He didn't do it. There's no proof that he did anything wrong. She just shared the photo, and she's like, well, now I have to protect myself from these vicious predators online of something that I shared of free will with him and that I have no idea that he's actually going to do anything with. See, this is the mentality. This is the thinking. These are the women that, oh, it's not me. It's not me. It's these crazy guys out there. She's 100% in the fault here. 100%. But now she says, well, I've got to protect myself online from this guy that might do something with a photo I freely sent him. Give me a break. She says, Lord knows I didn't want the entire world, or at the very least, a group of snickering jerks at the pub seeing my chest. But that was never on my mind when I sent it to him. Again, that's your fault. Maybe you shouldn't have sent it to somebody you don't trust or know very well. Maybe you shouldn't have sent it at all. Maybe you shouldn't have sent it with your photo or your face in the photo. See, all of this is her own stupidity. But now we've got to protect ourselves, ladies, against these awful, awful men. She said, is the problem that we are being too frivolous with our chest selfies, or chelfies, as I henceforth declared them to be called. Yeah, if you don't trust the guy, if you don't know him well enough to be trusted with your photo. She says, what we share with someone in our moment of, let's be honest, hormonal madness can have a massive effect on our life. Right there, she admits it. I'm horny. It's my bad decision I'm doing this, but I'm totally into this guy, and I'm totally hot for him, and I totally want to impress him or turn him on with my chest. So I sent a photo, and now I regret it. But her regret turns into blaming him for something he didn't even do. Her regret turns into, somehow, ladies, we need to protect ourselves against these awful men. She says, I've regrettably seen plenty of sexting photos that my male friends have been sent by girls who really only thought it was going to be intended, that theirs were the intended set of eyes. So Yana's saying her dude friends show spicy photos to other people of the girls that they were sent. Guess what, Yana? That means your dude friends are a-holes. It means that those guys that are your friends are bad guys. That doesn't mean that all guys are bad guys. It means that the select group of men that you're hanging out with are bad. And instead of blaming all men, instead of blaming you on sending out those photos, Now, all of a sudden, because your guy friends are sharing them, that means that kind of you're the bad people, just so you know. She said, she says, quote, look at what this chick sent me last night is usually how the show and tell begins. Okay, your friends are a-holes, Yana. She says, now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't send your special fella a saucy pic. I'm just saying be aware that if things go south, and trust me, they often do, yes, especially with Yana and her great dating choices, you need to be prepared for the photo to be seen by others. That is why you don't put your face in your spicy photos. That's why you don't send something that can easily identify you. For example, like on me, I have a tattoo that goes down my arm and my chest, and that's on my leg down below my knee. Those don't get in any photos if I were to send one. And again, if you do see somebody that's hung like a horse on the internet, it is me. You notice if you can't identify that it's me based on the face or the tattoos. I'm smart about it. And I know in some of those photos, they look different lengths and they look like they veer off in different directions. I was just posing. I was just making it interesting. She says, don't believe me. According to a recent study conducted by the Kinsey Institute, anyone who's fired off a spicy photo should be feeling a little nervous. Of the 5,800 single adults between the ages of 21 and 75, whoever's 75 years old sending spicy photos, just stop it. Just stop it. 23% reported sharing those spicy images with an average of more than 3 different friends. And yes, that does happen. It does happen. That's why, again, you don't put anything that I can identify you in the photos. She says, and thanks to Apple's fancy new phone security systems, commando rolling through our ex's bedroom to retrieve them is no longer an option. Yes, heaven forbid you need to be smart with the people you send your spicy photos to, Yana. Heaven forbid. She says, so we're still more than welcome to send that special someone an extra special photo. My advice would be to take off all identifying jewelry, pose like a queen, and make sure you crop out your face before you hit send. Well, no duh. Dating guru Yana is just figuring this out. But it had to get bad enough that she thought something might happen, not even that it did. And she had to basically commit a crime to stop it from being shared, even though it wasn't. And now she's going to give you this type of advice. And this is the dating guru that young women are supposed to listen to, or young people are supposed to or anyone is supposed to listen to? I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, sir.
All righty, let's jump to a dating profile of the day. All right, our first one here. I didn't even have to blur her face because it doesn't even look like a normal human being. Red eyes, the little devil horns, black and white photo.
Was she a great big fat person?
She's kind of a bigger girl. She's 39. She says she's curvy. She smokes daily. She has a kid and lives with her. She says, just want to be spoiled for once in my life. Now, here's the thing. To spoil somebody, you have to be worth spoiling. I'm just going to put that out there. To be loved forever. Well, someone loved you long enough to give you a baby. Maybe you should have loved them forever. She says, I give as good as I get, and the sky is the limit. Okay, so she gives as good as she gets, at least. You must have your own car, a place, job, and money. I am not a sugar mama. Please, don't call me beautiful.
Oh, wait, you serious?
It's a pet peeve, and I hate it. So if you do, expect to get blocked. I'm just going to leave this here for a moment.
I've hit a rich vein of missing links.
Yes, you're beautiful, darling. You're beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, gentlemen. Let me tell you something. And again, look, no hate on those that are not the more attractive. Many of you might say that I'm not the most attractive guy in the world, but you know what's not on my dating site? A bunch of lists and demands. Please stop, everyone. Everyone that messages down below. Everybody that messages me over and over again saying, Joker, you are so handsome. Your shiny bald head, your fat chubby cheeks, and your straggly beard is too much for me. You are too attractive. If you do that, I'm telling you, I will block you. I will block you right away, good sir and or madam. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Oh, guys, if you'd like to support my work, links are below as always. If you have, thank you very much. Best way you can support me is like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out my older videos. Join me over on betterbachelor.locals.com, and we will see you in the next one.